Hello, everyone. This is Veronica Graham from Exquisite Ventures Events. And again, I am keeping my promise. I told you I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about contracts. So here we are. So today, contracts to me is one of the easiest subjects that I can speak about because of how serious they are in nature. And my best advice is to take the contract home of whatever business. I don't care if it's events. I don't care if you are renting something. I don't care what it is. Take the contract home and read it, because sometimes we're excited. Sometimes we're very happy, and we're signing this contract. We're sitting in the office with a business person, and we're signing this contract, and we haven't read over it. So it's best to go ahead, take the contract home, sleep on it overnight, highlight it, get a yellow marker, highlight it. Anything that you don't understand, or you just feel that the verbiage is a little twisted, or it's just a little confusing, go ahead and just ask, what does this mean? Can you please break it down? A lot of ethical businesses that know that they have a large contract, they will usually sit down with you and go over that contract with you, paragraph by paragraph, line by line, sentence by sentence, just to make sure that you understand. And they'll have you initial by each paragraph, saying that you went over it with me and you understand everything that we are agreeing upon. And that is exactly what a contract is. It's an agreement to protect you and protect the business. So if you see it that way, then you'll kind of take time to go ahead and break down and read it for yourself and really get a clear understanding. So I have one example of something that happened that we weren't expecting on a contract. So I took my client to a venue, and they have like a 9-page contract, and because the venue is very, very nice. Okay. So, and the things that are in it are very expensive. So I would imagine that they would have a pretty big contract, and they want licenses and insurances and things like that for any vendor that's going to be used. But one of the main things that they had was a preferred vendor list. So in their contract, back on page 6, paragraph 17, it says that if you do not use the vendors that are on their preferred list, that they charge $500 per vendor. So we had already signed with another caterer that was not on the preferred list. So we had to negotiate and discuss that and talk about that. So what we did was we let the venue know what catering company we were going to use, which is a legitimate, really great company here in San Diego. And they knew the company well, and the company had did events at their venue. They just weren't on the preferred venue list. So we got them to waive that fee. But if we hadn't have got them to waive the fee, if we didn't know that that clause was in there, if we hadn't taken the time to read over the contract, they could have charged us $500 per every extra vendor that we used that wasn't on their preferred list. And I don't think we had any vendors that were on their preferred list. So that would have probably been an extra $1,500, $2,000. So it's best to read over that contract before you sign it. Yeah, there's just little things that you just probably wouldn't catch right away if you don't really take time to truly go over it. Another piece of advice that I would give is to just point blank ask that business, is there any other hidden fees that we have not talking about or discussed in this contract that I possibly just don't know about or didn't see? It's best to go ahead and just discuss it and ask them point blank. Is there anything else? If they're a legitimate ethical business, they will tell you yes or no. Okay? So that's my words of advice to you regarding contracts. We will be back next time. Oh, we have something really great to discuss, which is very difficult clients. How do you deal with difficult clients and difficult people? I have answers for that. And we're going to discuss it when we come back next week. Exquisite Ventures Events, EVEP. See you later.